Namaste, friends. Navaratri greetings to you all. Seven planets are influencing Aries between today and November 6th. Seven planets, and it is bad. Aries, as a sign, is under tremendous pressure. Now, what does it mean for us, and how should we be careful? Now, Aries or Mesha Rashi has Jupiter in it, draining the sign of all its energy. And along with it, there is Rahu, which brings in confusion and uneasiness. Now, Aries is further aspected by Saturn, Mars, Sun, and Mercury. Saturn brings in a lot of burden and hardships. Mars brings in a lot of combative and fighting sentiment. And Sun is debilitated. So that means it heightens the ego. It brings in unnecessary bossiness, and it wants to be territorial. It wants to take things into control. It wants to conquer. And then there is this Mercury that unnecessarily triggers impulsiveness and immature responses. And to this entire mix, there is Ketu in the seventh from Aries, which basically creates a lot of challenges from a partnership perspective. So, my dear students and my dear friends, this is a bad period, and you'll have to be careful across five aspects. What are they? Firstly, Aries is the first natural zodiac. That means it denotes the head region, the cranium. So most of us, because of this combination, will experience a lot of health issues, especially related to the head region. What type of problems would these be? These would necessarily be physical injuries, especially associated with sharp objects. For example, you might accidentally go ahead and hit your head against the door because you are either inattentive or you're thinking something, or you might even slip and injure your head. So be cautious. Always wear protective headgear, especially when riding a two-wheeler. And if you're driving, wear the seat belts without fail. Remember, you're prone to head injuries, so keep your entire thing in semblance. Make sure you also have sattvic food, because other foods might actually cause unnecessary agitation, anger, and excitement. Second, professionally, you will also face a lot of problems, particularly increased competition. Your peers tend to show off, and they try to undermine others rather than actually performing well. They'll try to pull you down. There'll be a lot of there'll be a lack of collaboration. There'll be a lot of backbiting, animosity, and jealousy. Be cautious and make sure you avoid this behavior yourself. Instead, try meditating. Try to be calm. Aim to be non-competitive. Instead of backbiting others, appreciate their efforts and work as a team. Be collaborative. And any conflicts that might arise early, address it immediately. Try to diffuse all the petty things at the very beginning. So this way, there'll be a lot of harmony there. Thirdly, if you're a student, this is the time when you often end up becoming rebellious. In fact, we also tend to disregard parental advice or advice from elders. You will end up acting immaturely. You might believe it's very cool and to challenge and confront your elders, but no, this will actually backfire. Don't do it. Respect your parents, respect your elders, and listen to their advice. You will also experience clashes with your friends, often leading to both physical and mental harm, sometimes even depression as well. So try to maintain control. Here's a very good remedy for you. Do a Rama Japam. You can just repeat Rama, 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 Rama as many times as possible. And you can also chant the Maha Mantra Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. And this will protect you. Fourth, when it comes to finances, things will also be very leaky. It will be very tight. In fact, you will end up spending substantial amounts of money. You'll unnecessarily be, you know, getting carried away by expenditure. So focus on only on essential expenses. You have to make expenses, only essential expenses. Be prudent. Spend only on things that you genuinely need. Avoid unnecessary expenditure. Don't buy anything that you won't use, or don't buy anything that, just because they're of premium brand or premium priced doesn't mean that they're great. These designer brands, etc. You don't have to blindly buy them. Only buy if it is required. Be cautious with regard to your finances. Fifth, if you're in a relationship, or if you're married, husband and wife relationships, you'll have challenges, especially with your partners. Don't bring any work stress and let it not affect your personal bond. Be understanding and avoid bringing problems home. In fact, both the partners need to be understanding. It's not just one person. And partners should also acknowledge each other's difficulties and support them, and try to de-stress them, reduce the stress in them. And with partners with children, parenting responsibilities can also unnecessarily lead to conflicts, especially when you're dealing with an uncooperative child or a teenager or a toddler. A lot of discomfort can happen. So avoid engaging in irresponsible communication. Try to minimize conflicts, and instead make that extra effort to understand what your partner's needs are and what situation he or she is in, and help them. If you sense any stress, any form of stress with your partner, make them comfortable. And when I say make them comfortable, this can involve simple things like kind words, or maybe preparing a food that they like, or even probably simply going for a walk together. Now, around the last couple of days of October, the moon also joins Aries. And remember, all these issues that I have told, 5 issues that I have told you, it only gets amplified. So be careful. I'm repeating, be careful. Let me quickly summarize the key remedies you should follow. 1. Maintain a sattvic diet. Consider fasting and include milk-based foods. So this way you'll be calm. And for vegans, opt for soy milk or oat milk. Avoid rajasic food or tamasic food. When I say rajasic food, avoid things like spicy things or fried things or excessive salt that stimulate you. And when we say tamasic foods, avoid meat, avoid alcohol, or even highly processed food that will make you dull and lethargic. Sattvic food will calm you down and will be able to help you take control over things. Number 2, promote collaboration in your work. Avoid conflicts. Don't try to be territorial. Steer clear of greed and jealousy. It's okay, if you don't win immediately. In fact, those who have opposed you might become your friends in the future if you handle the situation very well. And finally, the third remedy for you is to recite Saundarya Lahari until mid-November. Now again, if recitation is not possible, play it on your mobile phone, in your TV, on your speakers, and just keep listening to it. The Devi's grace will act as a strong Raksha Kavacham and protect you from evil energies. Again, Navratri greetings to you all. I hope you're all doing the Chandra Namaskara that I have advised in the previous video. This is a very auspicious time to do that. Namaste.